All right, first mountain bike gear stuff. Little background. I just got back into mountain biking not too long ago. I had a mountain bike 20 years ago, and I loved it. Don't know why I stopped riding it, other than I think financially I got into a situation where I needed to sell stuff, point blank, and sold it really quick. But during that process, I got into riding road bikes, and then the road bikes led into me racing for over a decade. So just recently got back into mountain bikes, and I'm bit hard, to the point where now, like, if it's a warm day that I don't want to hunt in, I'm riding my mountain bike, and I'm not, like, most of my rides are anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 to 3 hours, so I'm loving it. So with that being said, first review of mountain bike gear is going to be, we're going to go from the ground up. And when I was racing road bikes, there were times when we would be sponsored by a company and we would have to wear their shoes. And during that time, there were some that were good, some that were pretty well junk. And I finally bit the bullet. It's probably been at least 5 years ago, I'd say, maybe more. I bit the bullet and I bought a pair of Sidi cycling shoes. And Sidi is an Italian brand. Sidi makes cycling shoes. They make motocross shoes. They've been in the business for a long time. The road shoes felt perfect right off the bat. And I was blown away. They were so comfortable that when I started riding mountain bikes, I knew I wanted to get some more shoes, and I went looking around for other shoes, because the day I bought my first mountain bike this year, or was it this year? Yeah, this year. The day I bought my first mountain bike this year, I ran out because I knew I had to have shoes and pedals, because I was running clipless pedals, and that's it. I don't want to run anything else, so I had to go get shoes. I stopped into a local Specialized dealer to see if they had their Specialized shoes. They did not have any. With COVID, bicycle stuff is hard to come by right now. So I went to another shop that's more of a boutique shop, and they had a pair of shoes in my size, and I went ahead and bought them. Those were Souplesse, and Souplesse makes a great shoe. It just didn't fit like the Sidis, and so I went ahead, bit the bullet again, and ordered some new shoes. Now, these aren't new anymore, because I have been riding the heck out of these shoes. These are the Sidi Drako2s. And the one thing that I can tell you from experience is, as soon as I put them on, I felt like I was at home. The only thing that I have a complaint about, and I could have gotten the Tigers. There's another level above the Drako2s, which is the Tigers. The Tigers have the boa on top, both boas. They have one here and one here. As you can see here, this one has the strap that comes over to this boa. The problem for me with this is, with mountain biking, it's inevitable. You are going to go down. I don't care who you are. You're going down. These tabs will get scuffed to the point where they will not shut. You can see this one will not shut anymore. And bad thing about it is, I went down this morning, hard this morning. Local trails got some little wooden bridges over some of the creek crossings, and that's a bad time right now. They were, fall with the leaves. I should have slowed down. Anyhow, it was slick, and I went down hard, banged my left leg up, banged my left shoulder, banged my arm up. But this is the part. It's just in a vulnerable position. It's going to hit the ground if you go down every single time. And the last time it happened, I think it was on my right shoe. I'm thinking it was on my right shoe. It may not have been on. No, I think the right shoe really actually does do pretty well. I think it's the left shoe again. And so now I've got to look at either trying to replace this, which I think you can. I think you can replace it, or trying to figure out why it's I think it's, what I think happens is the little red button here gets scuffed enough to where it doesn't allow it to close. It still works, it just flips out there. Back to the good though. Now I did go, on my road bike I always ran 42.5 size. On the mountain bike, knowing that I would probably be wearing thicker socks, I went to a 43, and I'm glad I did. 43 feels good, but I do have to wear thicker socks. If I wear a normal cycling sock, these are big. And I don't know if it's the mountain bike shoe or just that half size bigger, I'm not sure. But the BOA system allows me to cinch down on my foot. I do run custom insoles. I've ran custom insoles for years now. These are D2 custom insoles made specifically to my foot. And I've had them for a while. They last, they work. I don't have any issues with them. Other than that, man, like I said, the fit of these shoes, the way they feel, they are more of a race shoe. So if you're not into like really going fast on a mountain bike or come from a background like I do, you might not want these. You might want to go with something that's a little more flexible, because these do not. They are a full carbon sole. They do not flex at all. They're not really good for walking. They're not made to do cyclocross. I suppose you probably could, but they're not made for that. They are strictly made for cross-country racing on a mountain bike. With that being said, that's it, really. I don't have any links to anything. This is just me telling you what I feel about these shoes. I really like them. I'll continue to wear them. Maybe during the summertime, I might switch and go to a smaller, one half size smaller, so that I can run my lighter socks. And I may go with the newer version to see how it fares with the side BOAs. Because I can also tell you with these side BOAs that they pick up everything except money on the trail. You can get through riding and there'll be weeds and leaves and everything stuck into these things. So I think these shoes were probably meant to be ridden on a cross-country race course, manicured, and not out doing trail rides. But other than that, I love them. I love them. So stay tuned, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. I'm going to be doing all sorts of different reviews this year. So stay tuned.